Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. Welcome to another All Signs Love Tarot reading. All Signs Love reading. And as is often the case here at the Tarot Closet, All Signs Love Messages reading. I'm channeling for you late, I guess I would say, late June 2023, almost getting into July 2023. You could be here in real time, but you could also be here weeks, months, even years later. It's not about the time in terms of, when this is being uploaded. It's about when you get here. This is a fated connection between you and I. You're here when you're meant to be here. So hello and welcome. I'm really glad you found your way here. Down below, I will have all the decks that come in today listed. You'll also find thetarotcloset.com and, of course, all playlists, all zodiac signs, messages from your person, more all signs, love readings, love tarot readings. This is connected to that playlist, but of course you can reach it down in the description. Before we begin, I would like to take this time to invite you to like today's reading and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you have not. This keeps the channel going so much more than you know. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Let's see what is going on today. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. Wow. It's the King of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Six of Water, it's the Six of Cups, Justice, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Earth, I should say, the Six of Fire, the King of Fire. So we have the King of Fire here, the King of Water as well. Somebody really wants to come in here. You can see it, but they're stuck. And how long are you going to be waiting for? Because we see here in the Seven of Earth, of course, that's the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Water, that's what you're waiting for. For somebody to come back in here, your person, this is the Page of Water, of course. You see these lotus flowers on both sides. Yeah, interesting, because it's the two lotus flowers, and, well, yeah, you're both here, and there's healing necessary in this connection. This is somebody, I feel, who has a lot of feelings for you that are hidden. You can see it in the King of Water underneath the surface. Are they coming with the truth? It sure looks like it. At the very least, a solution to this no contact and or in separation. This is Libra energy. It's also Venus energy. And yeah, spiritual justice, karmic law, fate. This is someone you were meant to meet for sure. You can see that they're stuck. What are they stuck in? Well, it's the Nine of Pentacles and it's in reverse. This is Virgo and Mercury energy. So this is telling us what we already know, that there is something going on in this connection. So it's not, I would say, well, yeah, I mean, how should we put this? It's not doing well. There's a disconnect. For some of you, it's no contact and or in separation. For some of you, it's both. I do feel like they're not responsive right now and emotionally available despite the feelings that they have for you. This is where their energy is the strongest. We're getting more, by the way, in your person, your someone you're here for today, your specific person, maybe someone who's popping up for you. And it's the Six of Cups. This is the Sun in Scorpio energy. So there's a lot of nostalgia here. Somebody thinking about all the good and also what wasn't working so well. We see the lotus flowers in there. Our person here in the Six of Cups is holding on to her stomach. And yeah, I want to look closer at that. We're going to be bringing in more, but I need to look closer here at what's going on. So we see the lotus flowers here as well, of course. The clouds are, it's kind of both. And I'm not really sure what this is here. If these are these bubbles coming up from the water. Really interesting. But you can see it's really clear that the nostalgic energy is one of longing. It's a very longing energy, missing each other. This is your person's energy. They're also connected here to the Two of Cups. Her eyes are closed here. And I do feel you here in the Seven of Earth today. That is the Seven of Pentacles. It's Venus in Taurus. And that's connecting us also to Venus in the Justice energy. The Sun here in the Six of Cups, the Six of Water. We see that it's in the upright, the nostalgic energy. But we see the Sun in reverse here, which is telling us that this is not... kind of, I want to say, delayed gratification. It's a temporary wait. How long has the temporary been? I feel like it's been a while, because the Seven of Earth, the Seven of Pentacles, is an energy of waiting for an outcome, waiting for something to happen. Just look, I mean, kind of actually looking, it's a little Four of Cups in the upright energy. You know, of just a little bit of apathy, sort of just looking like, you know, a sigh. If a sigh had a face, this is what you would see. And you can see that they're looking here at the fairies. This is fate for me. We know that this is a fated connection, but you're also waiting for your person to come in here who maybe isn't so sure. They're waiting in the water here. In fact, it looks like maybe it's a mermaid coming in here. Interesting. Is this coming in for healing? I do believe so. I gotta say, because we see the truth coming. What is the truth? Is it how they feel about you? Is it something that happened in this connection? Because we can feel the longing. We see that there's a lot of feelings here in the King of Water that are underneath the surface. We also see the King of Fire, which is a really bold and courageous energy. So somebody who is wanting to come here. Also with the Six of Fire. This is Jupiter and Leo energy. And this can be a message. But so they're overcoming some obstacles, some challenges within themselves. And I feel like wanting to do that here. It's interesting because it's a really bold and courageous energy with the King of Fire. And yet we see the Sun, actually they're blocking the Sun here, despite the fact that it's in the upright. And of course, that's the outcome, that source. God, Goddess, the universe, divine, spirit. That's also the crown chakra and knowing. They're right in front of it. They're wearing their heart is out. So they know how they feel. You can see it. It's catty corner here to the Sun in Scorpio, Six of Cups. It's a lot of nostalgic energy thinking about coming to see you, but how long is this taking? You can see I feel they're wanting to get in this ship here up in the divine. It's also, look, the crown chakra is right behind it. It's almost lighting up this balloon, this hot air balloon. And that for me is messages from spirit. It's rising above conflicting energy. There's a lot of them. In fact, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess they're counting the ship, interesting as the 6th, but five hot air balloons, because that's rising above conflict. So we know that there has been some conflict and challenges here in today's reading, but we also see that they're going to be overcome. It's just not happening fast enough. And this is somebody also who I feel is, where was this? Okay. Who I feel is, not responsive. You can see that here in the star. The star card, of course, is a major arcana. It's also Uranus. So it's, I feel like this has changed a lot of things. There's a sadness around here. There's a little bit of arrogance as well. Somebody really holding back their feelings, but they're just not responding. So it can be that they've been non-responsive to a message. And there is a little bit of immature energy. The thing about the page energy for me is it can be a messenger, but oftentimes, and aside from possibly being chronologically younger, and by the way, some of you may have known your person forever. You know, when I say that, childhood can also just feel that way. There's not chronological years behind you. If you're on a twin flame journey, that's also here. Past life, that's not for everybody. But this page here, is a little bit of, not really sure how to come in, but you can see that they want to come in and bring healing in this message and rising above this conflicting energy, because they're overcoming some obstacles and challenges here. It's really clear. And they have a mermaid fin, and mermaids are known for saving drowning sailors. Interesting. So it's both for them and it's both for you, because this energy of longing is, I'm really feeling this, but I also feel, again, that kind of sigh as you wait too. Look, because you're both here in this energy, in the Six of Cup energy, remembering Six of Cups, remembering when things were good, but also when things were not good. And I'm just looking here. I'm wondering if that is representing the cups. I think it might be. Yeah. Okay, so it's the bubbles coming up from the water. That's interesting. And of course we have 4 over here, 4 of them, and that of course brings in the 4 of Cups. It's here. It's the Moon and Cancer energy, really needing to open up here and communicate. But there's a melancholy energy to this 6 of Cups for me today. And of course, that's also bringing in the 5 of Cups, loss and regret. Sadness around the fact that this isn't moving. Why isn't it not moving? I mean, you can see it again in the star energy. It's sort of like this feeling of losing a little bit of hope. But we see this in the upright. This is somebody who has all the feelings that you know that they have. And the King of Water is actually looking down. That's also ours. We're going to get it in just a moment. Is looking down here at Justice, holding on to the sword, the transactional sword, which is clarity in relationships, truth, communication for this new beginning. What kind of new beginning is this? Is it a message of healing? Because this Page of Water is coming out with the tail. I mean, can they walk on land? That's the thing. It's sort of like it's a young mermaid basically coming out with both of you here with the lotus flowers needing to heal, coming out. So can this mermaid, is it going to be like the Little Mermaid, and are they going to learn to, it's kind of, what's interesting, it's like a foreign feeling I'm feeling, like they're trying to, it's feelings that are deeper than they maybe realize, maybe than they've ever had, trying to figure out how to go about this, because you see the longing here, yet you see the, I'm not really sure how to do this. I know I need to do this. I know I need to bring in this message, because this is overcoming what has been keeping them from coming. And we see it still going on. It's the Two of Air in reverse, and that's somebody who's indecisive. And we see it. It's connected here to the Sun in reverse, which is, it's a waiting energy that it's eventually going to be an outcome. The Sun will eventually be upright, but it's temporarily not moving right now. And of course, you can see both of you here and the sunflowers as well. And right below it, of course, is the 9 of Earth, the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. And yeah, that's showing us that this stuck energy, this indecisive energy that I feel coming from your person, but it can also be you, is what has been keeping this from, even if it's simply coming together to heal or coming together for more, but it's what's been keeping you from no contact and or in separation. And this is the new start in bringing that truth and bringing a solution, which we also see here in the 6 of Wands, because that is a lot. Well, it's bringing in the 5 of Wands, of course, which we know are challenges and obstacles, maybe some gains too. Somebody who just wasn't really, because I feel like the emotional giving, the emotional availability is lacking here. And it's not for lack of emotions, because we see it. It's just somebody who maybe hasn't mastered them, because it's somebody who's not communicating well. Maybe they're always not a good communicator and not sure how to handle all these feelings. Wanting to come in. I mean, this is fated connection. That doesn't always mean it's life partners, this life, But there is a wait here to connect, whether it's seeing each other, talking, and what you're going to do from there. Everyone has free will. Energies, outcomes, they can, they will, and they do change. The future is not fixed. And we're going to get in more, but as we can see now, something is coming in, and I do feel that it's a message of healing. It's just not moving yet. And we also see that giving energy here, and we see, I feel you in this energy, not only looking at the fairy, at this fated connection, looking, saying, when are they coming back in here? And this is bringing in, of course, Queen of Cups energy, the healing, the emotional availability to be there for another person. Yeah, this is what's going on here, because this person is also looking up here at the Six of Earth, which is a very giving, reciprocal energy. This is the moon in Taurus, and it's the moon is connecting me today very strongly with opening up and communicating in a new way. So that is communicating within this connection, within this commitment. Interesting. Yeah, but the indecision is really clearly here, and it's putting the sun in reverse. It's putting the sun in reverse. But we see eventually, as we know, this is a temporary energy, and we do see the truth coming, and we do see a solution coming, because there is a feeling of being ignored here. I mean, this person is not even looking. They have their back to the star energy. This King of Cups, this King of Water, has a lot of feelings. We see that here, but they're not mastering them, because the King of Cups is the master of emotions, but holding them back. And you can see here, look, they're underneath the water, and this, I just noticed too, there's scales on here as well. Yeah. So this is, well, this is the King of Water. This isn't the page anymore. And this is the longing, and these are the thoughts, and this is what they know they need to do. Can they do it? Are they afraid that they can't go on land with their fin? Whereas the King of Cups here is mastering everything that's going on here. So I do feel that they're getting a grip here and coming with the truth, a solution, coming unstuck in this two of air and this Two of Swords energy. And that is the moon in Libra as well. And that's putting the moon in reverse, which is clarity in the truth. It's just taking some time. It's really super clear here. And that Libra energy, of course, is connecting us also to justice, the truth, to the infinity symbol that's connecting us to Libra. And again, the truth for some of you, twin flame journey, not for everybody, but also balance. Balance within the connection, the dark to light, the yin yang energy within the connection, but within everybody. This is somebody who is coming into balance. At least they're trying. It's really clear. These are yours. That's all I'm going to take for now. I do want to look here. It's the page of fire. So of course it's the Page of Wands, and it's in reverse. Yeah. This is an impulsive energy, and it's a little bit of immature energy. But I feel like this is being overridden. It's really being overridden here for me. What is... Yeah, so there is a tiger here, and it's in reverse. So we know that the struggle is here, and that's what's slowing things down. But we can see justice is here hanging out with the King of Cups, with the King of Water, trying to turn things around. It's the Ace of Water. Yeah, this isn't surprising at all. This is exactly what they're trying to do. Look, this seahorse is holding this pearl, and pearls are coming from, they go into the shell, and they're coming from a grain, could be a grain of sand, like a foreign thing. And there it is again, foreign thing. And what I mean by that is foreign object. It's like a piece of sand will go in there, and it evolves, and it turns into a pearl. The seahorse is holding it. So for me, it's almost like what's going on the Page of Water's head. But also the thought and getting one step closer here, which is holding on to that pearl. So it's now taken out of the shell. That's trying to understand their emotions and make some kind of offer here. Again, I feel like it's apologetic energy. it's really strong that it's in a message for ignoring you, not responding because you're waiting. But what else is going on here? It's also about the connection. It's the communication within the connection, which is what they want to bring. Look at that. Right here with the Ace of Water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This can be, yeah, taking a partnership to the next level. There's a lot of deep emotions here in today's reading. It can be coming back together and making actually a really big offer. Sometimes this can bring in marriage proposals. It's not real strong, but I'm kind of feeling it on the surface. So for some of you, it might be the case, and we'll continue on and see what else is coming through to validate that some more or not. But they're holding on to that pearl, so it's one step closer. It's out of the shell now. The seahorse is traveling quite fast through the water. I feel like the seahorse, it's almost like the seahorse is bringing it here to the King of Water, or possibly actually to the Page of Water, to the Page of Cups here. That's interesting because this is a lot of the thoughts for me. Then the Page of Water is going here to the King for guidance, because the King is, you know, they're learning how to, I feel like they're coming into their feelings. They've been hiding their feelings here. Look at this, and what are their feelings? Yeah, my gosh, you guys. This is so goosebumpy. Look at this. Queen of Cups energy was coming through for me in the Page of Water, and it's coming in here reverse because it needs to be uprighted. It's Cancer in energy. It's Neptune energy. I feel like everybody wants this. There's a longing on both parts here. You are their biggest wish. They are your biggest wish, and this is wish fulfillment. So as we're talking about the Ace of Water, bringing the pearl to the Page of Water, and coming into their feelings here, everybody going over to the King of Cups, coming unstuck here and coming with the truth, with justice. It's like everybody's on the chariot, you know? And it's just coming here with messages or message. For some of you, it might be in person, emotional too. Maybe the chariot is adapted, like those special cars that ride the waves, that ride the water, because I'm seeing a chariot, you know, it's, okay, that's the ship as well. Maybe being lowered down into the water because everybody's in it. The Six of Cups, the Page, the Seahorse, everybody's here. The King of Water and riding it, I feel, toward you. This is wish fulfillment. It's not always going to be wish fulfillment, but it's most definitely, as the message was coming in, that's what they haven't been able to, and this is what wants to be the overall energy, come to terms with or understand, or maybe even not be able to offer in a tangible way. Maybe there's something going on in their life, but for sure emotionally. And it's coming into that and having some realizations that you are their biggest wish. And this, whatever is going to happen here, it came through very early in the reading. Healing is so incredibly necessary. With these, you're both here in the lotus flowers. And this is the Queen of Water. I want to show you. And this is the overall energy is what I'm hearing. Sometimes it comes in early. Sometimes it never comes in. Sometimes it can come in as a love message. You never know. Here we are. We have the Nine of Cups today. It's Jupiter and Pisces energy, by the way. And I want to show you this Queen of Water. Adorned. It's the Venus shell here on her head. Very, very peaceful underneath the water. And yeah, of course. How could I'm not going to miss it, but I'm just realizing that yeah, you're both here. This is really goosebumpy. The feelings, there's a lot of emotion between you. And that's why I feel you both here in the Six of Cups today. Because that's the energy that came through, that you're both really longing for this, thinking of when things were working, when things weren't. This almost looks like, kind of like a heart, this cloud, but it's cut off on the side. Yeah. These are two people who I feel love each other, and there's a lot of emotional, there's an emotional energy exchange between you. There's a feeling that you both know. But this King of Water is a spinner for me because I feel like they've been holding it back, really riding here on their throne. You know, they're here now. They've been knocked off their throne. They've been dumped into the water and are coming to see things now. It's the empathy. And yeah, also a supportive energy coming through, wanting to come in, I feel, and open up in a new way. And a really emotionally supportive energy here, which I don't, and that's the thing. All the energy here for me is a peaceful energy. I don't feel a lot of anger or discord or people that are at odds. I just feel a longing that this is what's happening, missing each other, really needing to go into this Queen of Water healing energy. You know, and that's the thing too, you're both here, but we see that we know that things are not moving, that this outcome has been delayed. I mean, the sun is in reverse, the star is in reverse, the Queen of Water is in reverse. But justice is not. Justice is saying that, yeah, this is, in fact, I need to put this here, things are going to start getting covered up. Is saying that this is going to be, there's going to be a solution here. What is that solution? Let's bring in another deck. Okay, so before we do, I'm hearing that I need to look here at what's going on. Okay, that's not surprising because the moon has been, what is that song? The moon is going to follow me home. Is that Dar Williams? Look, there's the Knight of Water in reverse. So interesting. That wanting to show itself to the Page of Pentacles in the upright. We're keeping it here, but we can see it here. Yeah, this is a message I feel, or some type of contact coming in regarding this connection. Now, the Knight of Cups is in reverse. This isn't surprising. So I do feel like this might still be some of the current energy for some of you because we see it here. So we can't we can't unsee it. This is Scorpio and Pluto energy, and Pluto energy is regenerative energy. So we see here that it's delayed. That's what I wanted to say because the sun is in reverse. It's hidden down there. This is a spinner for me. It's very much a spinner because it's really clear how you feel about each other. It's really clear that you both want to work things out. But this person has been emotionally unavailable, physically unavailable, mentally unavailable. Yeah, we see that it's changing. So this is a spinner for me because right now it's not moving. The sun is in reverse. It's not time yet. I mean, this is the Prince, Princess Charming energy here. And we can see that there's a lot of thought about what could come in. So what is that proposal? Could it be marriage? It can be. It won't be for everyone. It can also be proposing to talk, get back together, meet, whatever it is. We just know that it's not happening right now. And the moon energy also is not surprising because it's been really prominent in your reading without actually being here. And of course, this is Pisces energy. It's also Gemini and Cancer coming through. And this is all about communicating in a new way and opening up. It's the sun and the moon. The sun is the conscious, the moon is the subconscious. The conscious brings out what is hard to see, what maybe you don't want to see, what's there that you can't see, and it illuminates everything for you. Look, here, sprinkling some stars too. That's connecting us, well, yeah, with the star card. So that's also feeling like a spinner for me, and it actually is a spinner for me. This is coming to an 8. That's an action number, and 8 is always an 8, you know, whether it's in reverse or not. Yeah, and that's bringing in a lot of Gaia energy as well. The balance, the truth, it's just bringing in so much. And this is opening up and communicating in a new way, which we know is going on here. Okay, let's see what's going on with this deck. It's in German. You know, I'm in Austria, so I have a lot of German decks. I don't often bring them in, but I do like to Sometimes I'm just really, I'm just really feeling it. So don't worry if you don't understand the words, because I'll tell you, we can learn some German. I can teach you some German today. But most likely you're going to know what the card is anyway. So let's see what's going on, if there's any clarification, validation, perhaps something that's coming in that's just going to throw us completely off course. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. It's the Page of Wands in reverse. That's some more of that energy. It's some immature energy, but it's also impulsive energy. This is also yours. Okay, interesting. Look. So this, wow. Okay. Yeah, look at this impulsive energy. So this is the Empress. She's coming in reverse. This is a lot of the past energy and still a little bit of current energy. Okay, so this isn't surprising. Divine timing, growth, communication. We know the sun is in reverse. We know the star is in reverse. We know that it's moving. Water is flowing. Emotions are flowing. Water is movement. And we see that it's moving, but it's not quite fast enough. We know that there's a lot of impulsive energy here. We see the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. So this is just a kind of lighting a fire and coming. You know, it's an inspiring energy. It's right here with the High Priestess in reverse, which is telling me that this is another spinner, because we know that the Empress's resources have been wasted. She has access to water, air, earth, and fire, and can rebuild, can help grow really anything. Venus energy, Taurus energy, abundance, creating. For some of you, you might be parents together, or possibly that's something that went on in this connection that has to do with some of the hurt here. In any case, she's in reverse. And for me today, that's telling us what we already know, that they've been emotionally unavailable. They haven't been honest. They haven't been speaking the truth. I feel really strongly it's about how they feel about you. But for some of you, it just may go beyond that. There might even be some, it's coming through that there may be, for some of you, deception. Again, it doesn't feel real strong. The deception that I feel, the dishonesty, is more around feelings. But of course, it can be that for some of you, there is a third party romantically. It's not real strong for me here today. And a third party isn't always about romantic connections as well. It can be family of origin, location, cultural, religious differences, and it can even be your person in their own way. And the High Priestess has access to all of the elements. And we know that emotionally, mentally, and physically, this person hasn't been available. And we also see that changing. It's just a matter of time. Connecting here with the Page of Cups, with the Six of Cups, the Star in reverse. So it really is this feeling that they could just come out of nowhere here. And in particular in the Six of Fire, because they're riding on this ship, they're being carried by a hot air balloon. Divine Spirit. This is also rising above, coming here with a message, rising above the conflict. And again, I feel like it's going to be lowered into the water and everybody's going for a ride here because the moon is full. Nocturnal. So this is also telling me that it can be a message or some type of reunion. You know, it's not always going to be in person. That might take place in the evening. Okay. So we have Justice here again. Yes, this is a validation of what we already know. Of course, Libra, Venus energy, the new beginning, the decision to come with the truth, to find a solution. And what is this new beginning? Are you coming together? I feel like it, yeah. Some of you might feel like this is the healing that you need and you're moving on, but this is not what I'm seeing here and feeling here. For me, this is wish fulfillment today. It's just not right this minute. It's wanting to show, look, right underneath it is the Ace of Cups. Again, covered here. Yeah, this is a lot of validation. This is an offer. It's the thought of the offer, but we see it also coming through, and it's really emotional. And it's also, look, this person here is swimming in the cup. This for me is like the King of Cups is in here coming, because that's what I feel. It's bubbling up. They've fallen off their throne. They're in the water here and smiling and reaching for this fish. Of course, this is Pisces energy. This is more than just a thought I feel today. This is somebody really coming in. Look, it's almost all water. Feeling guided. A lot of emotion to come here and be honest. Look, being held accountable here. Karmic law, spiritual justice. What went on in this connection? Whatever it is, they are clear. They know what they need to do. I feel like they're being held accountable. They're coming here. Almost, I feel like they can't get here fast enough. You know, look, the water is spilling out. Okay, very interesting. And look what is here too. Wow. Wow. There's the Nine of Cups. We know that already. Wish fulfillment. Here's that Ace of Cups. Put that right there with that Nine of Cups. And what do we have? We have the Ten of Cups. Look, there's the water in the actual boat. Looking up, the clouds are clearing here. The sun, the source, the outcome. So the sun has uprighted here at this point. So when is this? You know, this is the new cycle. The 10, of course, deduces into a 1. So it's not just a new beginning. It's the potential is very much here, but it's also the opportunity. So finding when is this timing, you know, or are they just going to take an opportunity, as we see in the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands in reverse twice, and just kind of come in here because they're standing and facing justice. Yeah, this is the truth coming out. This is finding a solution. They're putting that Ace of Cups here and that Nine of Cups and getting here into the Ten of Cups. This is a beautiful energy. It's Mars and Pisces energy. So it can be your word here. Building a family or building a connection, building a life. What is that for you? Blending families, bringing in life, bringing in family, introducing family, whatever the case is, whatever, because some of you may have been in here and it got interrupted. Some of you may have been working toward it. And for some of you, it may have just been that it was on the table. We see it here as the outcome. It's really very clear. Communication, I would say, is, well, yeah, it's actually, it doesn't go anywhere without it, because this person hasn't been communicating and you've been waiting. You know, you're just looking at it saying, I know you know too. I you know, just kind of waiting for them to come around. It's an energy, it's not a, I don't feel this energy of it just spinning into the reverse and you taking off at all. But you are a little fed up, but there's a, I don't know, just this knowing here that I'm feeling today. Okay, yeah. So this is the last card coming in, and then I'm going to bring in some channeled love messages. It's the Lover's card. This is real clear for me, your reading today. Gemini energy, Venus energy, the planet of love, a deep love between you. Twin flame energy, for those of you on a twin flame journey. Maybe this is strictly about communication. Soulmate energy, yeah. This is an unexpected love offer coming in, reading today. It's really very clear. A union. Whether this, I feel like this is way more than just, so I don't even want to say whether this is digital or in person. It can begin with digital, you know, email, SMS. For some of you, it might even be someone that you're living with or near, and it starts with a handwritten message. It starts with a message. Whatever the case may be, there is a coming back together here because you love each other. You are each other's biggest wish. It is really clear all over the place here today. And there's a decision coming up between the two of you. So what is that? Is somebody gonna ask for your hand in marriage? Maybe. We see the Knight of Cups in reverse right now, Messenger of Water, but we see everything here. So we know that that's going to be uprighting at some point. It doesn't mean that there's a marriage proposal, but it can be for some of you. We also see that in the Ace of Cups. This being apart or not communicating, no contact and or in separation, I feel in this reading today is really difficult on everyone. I mean, it's causing some illness, you know, it's causing some stomach issues and not sleeping and a lot of worry. And it's a little annoying because I feel in some ways this King of Water being connected to the Page of Wands twice here. I don't know where the other one is. Here, it may have been playing some games, you know, so because we also see that in the Six of Wands because they've overcome those challenges and obstacles in the Five of Wands, which can also include possibly a little bit of game playing. Whether it was on purpose or not, I do feel like it was emotional, you know, and they're being held accountable for it. Because, yeah, I mean, it's a smiling King of Water, but it just rubbed me wrong all of a sudden. They're getting their justice, I want to say, okay? And I don't like to say that karma comes around because it's already clear here and that this is not a negative energy for me. Obviously, some things went on and some things need to be worked out in communication and apologetic energy and a lot of things. But that's as far as I'm going to go on that. Yeah, it's the Lover's card. Archangel Raphael. Here to offer healing, what's broken, to help with the new beginnings. Get the High Priestess in the upright, which we know will be happening eventually. That Ankh here is bringing in balance. So eventually it will be. And also for some of you, that's also twin flame energy. Yin yang energy, divine feminine, divine masculine energy. So they're struggling to come into that. There's an overabundance of divine masculine energy here. Wherever you see yourself, you know, whether you say, oh, I'm the divine, you know, we all have the energies, of course. So it's a matter of balancing that. And I don't know that it's happened yet, but you can see that it will. It's really clear. My gosh. I'm going to leave this here. Okay. Look, they're coming with the truth. That just wanted to show itself. It's the Queen of Swords. And we know justice is here twice. Look, literally facing justice here. Way up high. Look up in the... Look at that. Yeah. It's just what we know it to be. Karmic law, spiritual justice up here. Being held accountable. They're on a cloud here. So this is another validation and maybe the last message that wanted to come through that, yeah, don't worry. You need total honesty, and they're bringing total honesty. This is the Queen of Swords. This is Libra, ruled by Venus. And of course, Libra, that's connecting us to justice. It's the balance. It's the life force. It's also, well, yeah, it's also forever love, infinity. So yeah, for some of you, that's twin flame energy, but it's also just feeling like it's your person, like that's who you want to be with. That's who you want to spend your life with. Okay. Wow. And, you know, I just want to show you the two of you sitting here, you two lovers here sitting here in this boat, and the Ten of Cups. The clouds clearing. The sun having uprighted, which we know will happen eventually because that's a temporary weight. Eventually burning off all this, all the clouds, fog, what is it? Probably fog, I would say. It's so close here to the water. Whatever the case may be, clearing up all that indecision in the Two of Swords in reverse. All the confusion. It's bringing in some High Priestess in reverse energy for me too. Clouded insight, which has blocked intuition for your person for a while. Possibly for you too. And that's bringing in Cancer energy, divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy for the High Priestess. And yeah, and it's clearing things up here. I mean, we can see it. Looking at the clouds, looking up at the Ten of Cups, where you feel like you belong. Look, and it wants to be right here underneath the Six of Cups. Right here next to the moon today, which has a really particular meaning about, yeah, opening up and communicating. And in particular, this moon goddess is bestowing these lucky stars, fate. We know this here. The star energy, hope and renewal, which we see in reverse. And we see, I feel the moon goddess Uprighting that. And it's going to be anyway, because it's not going to be no contact and or in separation forever. We already know that. It's really clear. And that's also bringing in the biggest wish. Manifesting, wishing upon a star. Yeah, I think so. It's clear. Look too, I just realized that. You're looking up here at the moon. It's the sun, but the moon is there too. Looking up at the sun and the moon. Wow. A lot of, it's a new beginning. And emotional fulfillment. It's love. It's nurturing energy. What a beautiful energy today. Despite the fact that this is disconnected, I know that. We can feel it. I want to see here what I want to bring in for you. And yeah, so this is what I'm going to bring in. What do you want to say to your person today? Channeled love messages. Messages from their higher self. Loved you yesterday. Love you still. Always have. Always will. I did not expect to fall so in love with you. You are my person. This is a really strong energy today. I'm putting it here with the King of Cups and the Lover's card. Sometimes I imagine just packing up and coming to you. Yeah, that's a lot of impulsive energy, and we also see that here. And it's also connecting with the Six of Cups. I wish I could tell you what is really going on in my life, and I feel that they'll get that chance. That might not be for everybody, but I wanted to connect with the two Justice cards. I think about every conversation we've ever had. I know you were giving more, and I'm so sorry. So that's Six of Pentacles here in the partnership placement. Is that where it was, or is it here? Where did I see it? Anyway, that's obviously a spinner, so there is some energy there that it wasn't reciprocal, and we know that already. We have a deep soul connection, and we know this too. I'm actually going to put that with the Six of Cups. Are you okay? Who's sending that? I love you now until the end of time. These are the last three, and we're going to close your reading today. I'm sending you a message. Yeah, it's really clear here. It's the Six of Wands energy. Again, it can be beginning with a message and moving toward, in person, I want to say. That doesn't surprise me. I am ashamed of the way I handled things. I am so sorry I lied to you. Actually, this belongs with Justice. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to do some channeled song messages. Then we're going to close your reading. I'm hearing that I need to do channeled song messages. This is my something to say song messages deck. It can be your song is coming down of relevance for both of you, maybe even just you. It can also be songs or a song is coming down that you don't like or you've never heard of. That's okay too. You might even feel like you're sending the song or something's triggering the sentiment in the song, a word, a location, a name. Go with what's for you. What do you want to say to your person through channeled song? Through channeled song messages. So messages from their higher self through song. Oh, looks like there's a love message in here. I'm so hard to handle. I'm selfish and I'm sad. Now I've gone and lost the best baby I've ever had, River Joni Mitchell. There's a lot of regret here. This is the Five of Cups, which I really felt strong today in the Six of Cups, and that's the loss. The regret for leaving and leaving you feeling like they didn't love you, because that is just not true. It is just extremely clear here. And if you haven't heard Joni Mitchell's Original River. I highly recommend you go and listen. If you're a regular watcher, I'm sure you've already gone and heard it. And maybe you already know it, but it's a message to go and listen to it today because there's a really strong connection between you. I'm just messy today. These are yours. Come a little bit closer. Hear what I have to say. Just like children sleeping, we could dream this night away. Harvest Moon, Neil Young. Look at that. I'm wondering too if there'll be a conversation. If it's not, if it's a message leading to even I want to say a phone conversation, if not seeing each other. If I was weak, forgive me, but I was terrified. We know that energy. You brushed my eyes with angel wings, full of love. The kind that makes devils cry. Interesting. You have been loved, George Michael. First card, King of Cups. Talk. Let's have conversations in the dark. Yeah, this has a really strong nocturnal energy of messages and conversation. World is sleeping. I'm awake with you. Conversations in the dark, John Legend. This is also calling for you, this message. And then I think we're going to stop. Let's look at this love message. What you see online is a lie. I am not okay. Interesting. Wasn't expecting this to come through, but you're going to know if this is resonating. You're going to know what that is. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? Have I told you lately that I love you, Van Morrison? And I believe in love, and I know that you do too. And I believe in some kind of path that we can walk down, me and you. Into my arms, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Yeah, this might be the song of the reading, actually. River, for sure. But it is a new path. There's just an emotional reunion, I feel. Beautiful souls, that's your reading today. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's reading, please like the reading. And yeah, watching readings, liking them, sharing them if you're inspired, subscribing to the channel, having your notifications on. These are things that really help to keep my channel moving so that I can continue to bring you readings. So thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Have a beautiful day wherever this finds you in the world. Love and light. And I look forward to seeing you at another love reading. Bye for now.